Hey, how's it going? So I'm here to discuss my pedal board. A lot of people have been asking me to explain how the switching system works. That's this G3 Atom switcher here that is highlighted for you nicely. And then each one of my drive pedals is in a loop. So in loop 1 you have the Austin Pride. In loop 2 you have the SM Fuzz. In loop 3 the Herculean. Loop 4 is the Duellist. Loop 5 is the, sorry, I'm looking down, the Super Sweet, and that you can, that's a boost that I can put on after any of my drives to make them louder. And then loop 6 is the Octaver or the P.O.G. And then the Mobius, Timeline, and Cloudburst are controlled by MIDI. So let's just dive right in. This first bank has 6 separate patches that all have quite a bit of stuff on them. So it starts out with this sort of clean sound with a very dirty delay and some tremolo. Then for the next patch, it's just verb. Lots of verb. Then the next patch is for the verse of the song, and that's less verb. Still kind of vibey. And then the next one is just trem. Then I have an octaver. Then I have the Octave Fuzz for my lead sound, the SM Octave Fuzz. So if you watch the lights change on all these pedals, you can see things going on and off throughout these patches. And it makes it very handy because I don't have to push 4 buttons at once. I can just push one button and it changes. Literally, I could literally have it change every single pedal on the board in one fell swoop if I wanted to. And that would be 9 pedals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 9, not including the tuner. All right, so here's another patch. And this song, this patch is for the song Every Day by Mercy Funk, who I play with here in Edmonton. Killer band. All right, this next one is Dreamwalk, my artist Mimi that I play with. So it starts out with this gorgeous reverb situation. And a little bit of trem on there too. And then the verse is just delay. So it's just kind of cool how all these switch. Let's see what the next sound is. Oh, it's some really cool, I call it, if you can see the patch there, it's called dust, as in space dust. Oh yeah. Get trippy with it. Then there's a little solo. Just a lot of reverb, really. And that's it. So if you don't have a preset programmed, it just says preset 6. So we have Dreamwalk, so I know the name of the song. It's actually called Dreamwalker, but I ran out of characters. Then we got the verse. We got the space dust. And then we got the solo, which is just a bunch of verb again. All right, next bank. So this is a song, the song is Onward by Derek Frank. And this one has a lot of stuff too. So it starts out with this gorgeous, actually I do swells in the beginning with this kind of string patch. And then the melody comes in. So that's really nice. Got some chorus, a little bit of, and some verb. Then the next section is kind of a rocker. And that's just a really great crunch sound. That's from the KingTone Duellist. So that's a Herculean lead sound. Yeah, so that's that bank. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, I have this ending program so I could play some nice. And I also have this set up so that I can have my lead sound. And then if you see that yellow light next to this button, it means I put that button in Stompbox mode and I can add this reverb. So that's a lot of reverb. I wouldn't use that on the whole solo, but I do that on the end of the solo. So the solo has a bunch of stuff in it. And at the end there are some swells, then I like to have that extra reverb. So that's kind of how that one works. And lastly, I want to kind of show you how Stompbox mode works. So, for this one, you just have each pedal is on a corresponding button. So, and if you can see the names, and I will try to highlight them or zoom in on them. The first patch you can see says clean. Oh, that's not supposed to be on. Hold on. Oh, that was a fail. That's okay. We're going to leave that in there. Normally I would go to this Stompbox, and the first patch that I put on these banks where I use it like more of a standard pedal board is just a clean sound. So, for rhythm or whatever that rhythm happens to be. And then, yeah, so I can have my Duellist for rhythm crunch. And like I said, I can boost that with the Super Suite. That'll give me a little extra volume for like a lead part. So if I'm playing, and then the next one is the Herculean, which is a bigger lead sound. Boost that too if I'm feeling crazy. And the next one is just my regular fuzz. Yeah, and then the Octave Fuzz, which we showed earlier. And then I can add the octaver in. And just like a pedal board, I can combine these any way I want. So I can have the fuzz on, which is a little loud. Hold on. That's a little better. And then I can add the octave on it. Or I can stack pedals. I can have the Duellist and stack the Herculean right on top. That gets a little crazy. And then I can operate the pedals on the back, the delay, the Cloudburst, and the Mobius. I can just add those in at will. So just like I would on a normal pedal board. So I can have some crunch, and I can add some chorus to it. And I can change that patch to a different chorus, or I'm sorry, more of a flanger. I can slow that down if I want by tapping. And if I push both, I can move banks on the Timeline and the Mobius by pushing 2 buttons at once. So here's a real deconstructed warbly sound. Sounds like an old radio. Yep. Or crazy like ring modulator sound. Auto-wah. So for instance here, I can add the octaver with that. Boy, I got all kinds of gain issues here. I hope this is okay in post-production. Cool, that's good. Yeah, this is kind of a nice delay here. So yeah, that's kind of an overview of the way the switcher works. And it comes in really handy when you're playing, songs that have a lot of patch changes where they layered stuff or you layered stuff on a record and you're trying to reproduce, I'm going to grab this guitar and play a fuzz solo over here, but the verses are really clean and then the chorus has a bit of crunch. And the cool thing is that the switcher allows you to do all that. And like I've demonstrated, once you program it, it's just there at the ready and you push one button and boom, you're off to the races. Cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm doing a new build because this board isn't big enough to accommodate the new Big Sky by Strymon, and so that'll be going where the Cloudburst is, and clearly you can see there's not enough room because the Big Sky is even a little bit wider than the Timeline and the Mobius, so it needs more room. So when that video's done, I'll post that too, and maybe I'll go even deeper dive into the amazing capabilities of a switching system pedal board. Until I see you again, have a good one. Later.